Turning around back into the pressure exchange chamber. The others following close behind. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
What are you doing? Did you forget something?
I'm going to go have a talk with somebody.
Who?
You really need me to spell it out? The person behind all this.
You mean Akane?
What?
I'll take that as a yes. Let me accompany you then.
Wait, why do you know about Akane?
I'll tell you when we get there. Now, if you please.
Because I live here, remember?
I'm coming with you. You folks just said the magic word.
Akane.
I'm going too then. So am I. Hey, is this Akane you're talking about?
Yeah, you know her real well.
Wait, you're not... You're serious? What the hell is going on?
Oh, shut up. Just shut up. Come on. Come if you want to. We don't need to do a roll call. Once we get there, Akane can explain everything. That we head back through the airlock. Okay, but how are we gonna get through there? Hello? Number 9 doors closed. Hello? I'm probably gonna definitely cut these into parts. We'll see though. Oh, it's opening. Oh. Okay. I wonder if Dio knew that we're... Well, yeah, I guess if he's trying to prevent Zero's plan...
Huh, clever. The number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends. Assuming Zero Jr. was telling the truth, of course. But the door on floor B...
Yeah, thought we might be able to take the lift to it. And it looks like I was right.
Okay.
Any idea where Akane might be?
Yeah. The grave.
You mean the grave in the garden?
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't think she's buried there or anything. Chances are she's alive. Just in the grave. Anyway, let's move. To the garden! Ho! Alright, we never came here with Phi, so... And she's the only one that knows Latin, so...
Is Akane really under here?
I think so.
What should we do? Are we gonna dig her out?
No, I don't think we'll have to do anything like that. See the keyhole on the grave? I just insert this here. I pulled the key off my ankle and fitted it into the hole. I completely forgot about this grave thing. Twisted it to the right until I heard something unlock. With a quick grinding, the grave began to shift. Ah, she's in a treatment pod.
What is this? It doesn't look like a coffin.
Yeah, it's a treatment pod.
Oh my god. It is, isn't it?
Glass on the cover had frosted over, making it of a Q. Whatever. You couldn't see who or what was in it.
Let's see what's inside.
She grabbed a hold of the lever on the side of the pod.
No good. I think it's locked.
What?
Treatment pod TP00 Stage 1 Defrosting complete.
Okay, here we go.
Stage 2 will be complete in 10 minutes. Once Stage 2 is complete, the lock will automatically disengage.
Right, cold sleep.
What?
These pods could put people into cold sleep. It uses something called CAS to freeze human bodies without destroying their cells. So that's how... But wait. Okay, yeah, okay.
So, Mizakane's like an ice cube?
So, I think so.
Then we gotta wait till she melts?
Yeah.
So how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay? Specifically, why do you know Akane?
I remembered.
What do you remember?
Everything. I was born and raised in this facility. It's called Rhizome 9. A rhizome is an underground plant stem that spreads by sending out roots.
Four
kind of
treatment
makes sense,
centers
doesn't
to
it?
keep Phi,
This facility is a little like
Alice,
a rhizome. Supposedly,
Sigma,
that's why they call these
and
installations
Clover
that.
this
The number
age?
comes from the facility's number. There are 54 rhizomes on the moon, and this is the 9th one. Well, I suppose the other ones don't really matter to you, do they?
No, not
In
really.
any event, I grew up here with Akane and Zero Senior. I watched them create the AB project.
The AB project?
Yes,
Oh, my,
its purpose is to send Phi and Sigma, or their consciousnesses at least, to the past.
Back 45 years, right?
Yes,
So you want us to change history, huh? Go back and keep Radical 6 from getting out, and stop the reactors from exploding. That's our mission?
well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
It's true that the ultimate goal of the project is to keep Radical 6 from spreading to the general population. But even if you do make it back, you won't be able to do much. By now, it's already too late.
Too late?
What do you mean?
Let me begin at the beginning. You might be thinking that Zero Senior and Akane were the ones who created all this, but that's not entirely correct. They only followed the histories they'd already seen. It was the only choice they had. Nothing less than the future of mankind is at stake. We need the two of you to jump through timelines while maintaining your memories. That is why you had to play the AB game, and why the chromatic doors were necessary. By forcing multiple options, you could make numerous jumps. We speculated that jumping more would strengthen your memories. The puzzles were also there for a purpose. Some theories hold that a moment of insight when you solve a puzzle strengthens your connection to the fourth dimension. That was the reason for the puzzles.
Okay.
Your infection with Radical 6 was also a vital part of our plan. By slowing down your brain's processing speed, we can store your potential. With that energy stored up, we just had to provide a life-or-death situation to launch your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Like a bullet from a slingshot.
Oh yeah, Kanye already told us this.
Wait, hold on just a minute here. You keep talking about Sigma and Phi, but what about the rest of us? Why did you bring us here?
That's simple. In earlier histories, you were all here in Rhizome 9. We needed you here to accurately replicate those histories. Although I suppose that's probably not a good enough explanation for you.
Nope.
In a sense, though, it
Please
is the
continue.
truth. Our primary goal was to replicate history. The rest is... Yes, I suppose I should explain. Very well. I will try and do so in a way you can understand. First, Alice and Clover. They were abducted 45 years and 1 month ago, on December 22nd, 2028. The location is Earth, of course. More specifically, Los Angeles, California. Correct?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
After being kidnapped, your bodies were sent to a facility under Akane's direction. You were placed in treatment pods and immediately put into cold
Yep.
sleep.
Okay. Yep.
4
I
months
figured that.
later, you arrived at this facility. The date you finally arrived was April 14th, 2029. Your trip from Earth to this facility was aboard a spaceship powered by an annihilation engine. Following your arrival, your pods were placed in long-term storage. Does that make sense?
Are you telling me We were sleeping in those pods here for 45 years?
Yes,
That's
in
right.
preparation for this day.
But why? What do you need us for?
You are an Esper, aren't you, Clover? I mean that you are able to access the fourth dimension. Am I wrong?
Did Akane tell you?
In a manner of speaking. As I've already explained, the purpose of this project is to send Sigma and Phi's consciousnesses to the past. Espers are able to sort of resonate with one another, which can amplify their power.
That okay?
You
So that's
understand?
why. Oh, well.
This is why
I
we
mean-
brought you here, Clover.
Yeah.
What about me?
We needed your help, Alice, to deactivate Dio's bombs.
Huh? But I didn't do anything.
But you did. In another history, you were able to perform a prime decomposition on the 25-digit integer that Dio left behind. Only you could do that sort of thing.
Okay.
Because of your feat of mathematics, we were able to determine that Dio had planted the bombs. Then we were able to question him and get the password for the number 31. Finally, we used that
Wait,
information
so
to stop the bomb in
Oh
this
yeah,
timeline.
because K is Sigma. That's right.
Without your help, Alice, we would have been
At least I
reduced to
think.
nothing more than so
don't know.
much space dust. This history exists because of your presence.
God, this is so confusing.
Now, let me explain why we needed Tenmyoji and Quark. And Tenmyoji is simple. We needed you for the same reason we needed Clover. You are able to access the fourth dimension. Almost half a century ago, you used that ability to save a young girl, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
We needed you to resonate
Just
with
say
Sigma
his
and
fucking
Phi.
name is
So
Junpei,
we
will
brought
you?
Here. All it took was a messenger.
Do you want to see Akane? If you do, come with me. I was a fool and fell for it.
And you brought Quark with you. In fact, you insisted that he come.
Yeah, I know. I guess you were worried about leaving me alone, huh? He kept saying he couldn't run off to the moon and leave me behind.
I'm sorry, Quark. Sorry. If I hadn't been so stupid and selfish, none of this would have happened to you. I never thought this would happen. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, I agreed to come with you. I thought the moon would be way more interesting than boring old Earth. What kid would turn that down?
We didn't see the messenger after we got on the ship. It was on autopilot. As soon as we got in, it headed straight for the moon. During the trip, Zero told me to keep quiet once we got there. I don't remember anything after we landed.
Then there was a bunch of that white smoke, and we passed out. And when I woke up, I was in the AB room.
Now, Dio. His real name is Left, and he's the leader of a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. He was ordered to come here. The Myrmidons are under the control of an organization called Free the Soul, which is in turn controlled by a man known as Brother. It was Brother who orchestrated the release of Radical 6 into the general population 45 years ago.
Okay.
Do you remember what Phi mentioned earlier? The ultimate purpose of the AB project is to change history and keep Radical 6 from being released. If we succeed, that would be bad for Brother and his organization. Our success would prevent them from creating the ideal
that's
world
why.
they're working toward. That is why Brother sent Left, his trusted lieutenant, to this facility. They needed to stop the AB project. So, Dio was given two tasks. The first was to eliminate Akane, the architect of the AB project. The second was to join the AB game and win it. If Dio won the game, the AB project would not be completed, at least not in that timeline. In other words, in that world, the project would have been stopped. If things didn't go as planned, Dio was given a contingency plan. If you cannot murder Akane and win the game, destroy Rhizome 9. Hence, the bombs.
Can I ask you something?
What are you?
Perhaps.
How did Brother know about the AB project?
He was also an Esper. We can set Brother aside for now, though.
Really?
May I proceed?
Yeah, go ahead. No one objected. You're all curious.
Excellent. That explains everyone, save two, Luna and myself. Sigma and Phi already know the truth about Luna. I don't believe I should reveal any more, however. I think it would be more appropriate if you could ask Luna yourselves at a later time. Would that be all right with you, Luna?
Yes, that's okay.
Oh.
As for me, as I said before, I was born and raised here. The rest of you were brought to this facility, but I've never left. That makes me someone close to Zero Senior and Akane.
Hey, I've been wondering, who is Zero Senior?
You've already met him, Sigma. In another timeline.
Yeah. Well, I saw a hologram. Still don't know who he is.
Stage 2 is complete. TP
Zero Senior being an older version of Sigma?
unlocking.
Is that what it is?
It looks like it's finished. Shall we open the pod?
Yeah, let's do it. To be continued. That would have sucked. All of us gather around the pod. The glass was still covered with frost, hiding the contents.
Okay, let's get started then. Ready?
Phi laid her hand on the lever and looked around at us. I swallowed. Yeah, anytime.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Not gonna show Luna or Kay? Well, I guess they don't need to. The fuck? What? I was right. Akane is in the K. Seen something like this before. The warehouse of floor B. In front of the white door. Kay was lying in front of me. I grabbed his mask and saw my own face. I never figured out who he really was. Why was there a man with my face underneath Kay's armor? Didn't make sense. If I'd seen him, I was injected with Triprocurin, and that was the end of that. But wait, if the person in the pod was the same person I'd seen on the floor in the warehouse... Who was wearing Kay's armor?
You finally noticed. Didn't I tell you? You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
Hey, Akane. Oh my god, you're...
Yes, I am.
Akane Kurashiki.
Sup, girl?
It's you! June! I mean, Akane, from... But you're old.
Yes, that's correct. I haven't spoken to you in a very long time, Clover. Or you, Junpei.
Junpei?
Akane. Long time no see.
Sup? I could barely hear what they were saying. My mind was still reeling. I felt like all the air had been knocked out of me, and it was all I could do not to collapse right then and there.
When? How long?
Do you remember when the two of you saved me in the warehouse?
Uh-huh. Hey, you can see this again! Yay!
Once you saved me, you went back to your future. Well, your minds did, at least. I carried your bodies to the 3rd AB room, and then took Dio's to the 5th. After that, I went into the 1st room and borrowed Kay's armor.
So by the time you and Clover came out, you'd already...
Oh, that
Yes.
explains why there was no body. Okay. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. Yo killed you. And then Luna took your body to the 6th room. You couldn't have been in Kay's armor.
No, it was me. In this timeline, at least. In this one, I wasn't murdered by Dio. You two saved me. It's just like Schrodinger's cat. Your actions in the future decided who would be inside the armor in the past.
Wait, no, that's nuts.
Alright, what about the other history? The one where you weren't saved. What happens then? Who's wearing the armor?
That's quite simple.
Sigma
The
right
man
there.
in front of you.
Him?
That's correct. Whenever I'm not in the armor, he is.
Zero Senior.
What about the memory loss?
For my part, I confess that I lied. He, on the other hand, was telling the truth. Large doses of soporil can cause memory loss. I gave him a rather large dose.
God damn, he's trippy and all
So,
over the
who
place.
is he?
You've never seen him before?
No.
What about the rest of you?
I have no idea who he is.
He
I've
looks
never
exactly
seen him
like
before.
me.
Me either.
Total stranger.
Come on, what are you guys saying? Right here? Same face? Yeah, are you guys that dense? Oh my god,
Are you
seriously?
alright, Mr. Sigma? Did you hit your head or something?
Huh? What? Didn't make any sense. Why didn't they recognize me?
Sigma, your consciousness can jump through time. You can inhabit your body in the past or in the future.
What does that mean?
Don't you get it? You've jumped to the future. From 45 years ago.
I looked around frantically. Oh, a pond. I ran to it and threw myself down to my knees. Oh, crawling on all fours, I approached the edge. I'm old. I'm 0 Senior. My heart was hammering inside my chest. Cold sweat tinkled down my spine. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, damn it. I struggled to take deep breaths. And slowly, I peered into the pond looking for my reflection. What? No, this can't be real. This face.
It's your face, Dr. Sigma Climb. Although, to the you that's behind it now, it's your face 45 years from now. 0, the mastermind of the AB project, is
Oh, fuck. What? No, that's not possible. That's bullshit.
you. No, it's the truth. Fighting it isn't going to do you any good. Please, Doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
You will be a pioneer in the field of genetic engineering.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. You created him. Well, I suppose I should say you are going to create him.
Create?
His name is Kyle Climb, your clone. That is why he looks just like a younger version of yourself. 23 years ago, in the biolab here in Rhizome 9, you created Kyle.
That's why
Well,
every single
I
mirror and
suppose
shit
for
was
you, that's
covered so you
still
could
in the
never
future.
see. Oh my
When
god.
I said I was born and raised here, I was still pretending to be him. The gravity here is only 1/6 of Earth's. If nothing was done, the reduced gravity would cause his bones to be weaker than normal human ones. But you prepared for that. You gave him that armor. Ever since he was born, he's lived inside of it. It kept
Baby
his
K was
muscles and
adorable.
bones strong. He wasn't forced into it for the Nonory Game. He's been wearing it every day, all his life.
But why would future me create a clone?
He was to be your spare. If something happened to you before the project began, he would take
Oh,
your
yep,
place.
that's what he said during K's ending. Yeah. Hey, it's fitting. K is his first
I
and last
mentioned
name
before
initial.
that the AB projects A and B stood for after and before. That isn't all they mean, though. The A also means anima, and the B means body. Anima is another word for the soul or the consciousness. Body is, well, exactly what it says on the
Oh,
tin.
God. So,
The past consciousness will go into the future body, and the future consciousness will go into the past body. They switch. That was the
my
chief
future
goal
consciousness
of the
is now in
project.
my past. Okay. Wait, so the future person goes into the past person?
Sigma, do you remember the note you found in the garden?
You mean this, right?
Yes. Ah, of course, it was you who investigated the garden in this timeline.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember this.
Sigma, take a good look at this. It's an illustration of the time jumps your consciousness is making. A is where everything began. December 25th, 2028.
That's when I was abducted.
You inhaled the white smoke in your car and lost consciousness. From there, you jumped to B. January 25th, 2074. You woke up in one of the AB rooms in Rhizome 9. You are in your own body, but it is 67 years old. Your consciousness has
That's why
jumped
they kept joking about
45
saying
years
grandpa
into
and
the
shit.
future.
Or at least I did.
I believe that may explain why you didn't notice the reduced lunar gravity. The body you woke up in was much older. Normally, you would have noticed that your muscles were much weaker. In this case, however, the lower gravity balanced that out.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Moving on. If you continue along this line, what happens next? You reach C, which is January 27th, 2074. That is today.
Whoa. Wait, what do you mean? Are you saying it's been 2 days since we woke up?
36 hours to be exact. Have you already forgotten? You were all infected with Radical 6. The virus slowed your brain down.
Alright.
So yes, 36 hours of real time have passed. But to you, it only seemed like 14 hours and 40 minutes. Now comes the important part.
Gotta go to
After
D&D.
this, your consciousness will return to the past. It will re-emerge at point D. April 13th, 2029. You will return to your younger body.
But that's the same day as the reactor explosions.
Yes. That is why I said it will be too late. You will return to the past but the events you would want to prevent will have already happened. The story does not end there, however. The line continues. After reaching point D, you will eventually return to B. But this time, you won't be jumping through time, or at least not at a rate faster than normal. Your consciousness will spend 45 years inhabiting the same body until you reach point B.
So am I there now?
Do you remember when B is, Sigma?
January 25th, 2074. According to what you just told us, it's 36 hours ago.
Correct. That was when the consciousness of the 22-year-old Sigma jumped into the body of 67-year-old Sigma. So where did the older version of you go when you took his body?
That D. One day, December the 25th, 2028, the day of all this started.
Yes. His consciousness will go back in time 45 years. For a period of time, he will inhabit your younger body. While your younger consciousness is elsewhere, he will be you in the past.
Once that body reaches point D, my 22-year-old consciousness will come back from point C.
That's correct. When that happens, the older version of you will be ejected from your younger body and return to your body at C.
So it's rotating.
Rotating? I suppose you could put it that way. But look at this illustration closely. What if you take all these lines and untangle them? You get one single line. It may look complicated, but in truth,
Oh boy, howdy it
it's a
is.
single straight path, with one exception.
Line here at point E, right?
Exactly. Point E is December 31st, 2028, the day of the total eclipse.
A-Rab 6 got out of the test facility.
Yes, by now you've likely figured it out on your own. The purpose of the AB project was to get the consciousness of the 67-year-old Sigma from point B to point A. If we can do that, we can change what happened 45 years ago.
So the old version of me will keep Route 6 from getting out.
Yes, that is why this line could not be interrupted. In order for the 67-year-old version of you to reach point B, we first have to go through point D. In order to get to point D, we must jump from point C. And for point C to happen, we had to recreate everything that happened in this facility. That is why we have faithfully retraced history up to this point, so that we might save humankind from destruction and undo the horrors of the last 45 years.
Tell me one thing.
What is that?
You said that point C is January 27th, 2074, which is today. It's going to be a jump, and I'll jump on April 13th, 2029.
Yes, that's right.
But look, I'm still old. When is this jump supposed to happen?
Very soon.
Soon?
Yes.
And what's going to trigger it?
We need potential energy stored to send your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Fortunately, we now have plenty of that. Thanks, ironically, to Radical 6. All that remains is to launch your consciousness, like a bullet from a slingshot.
How do you propose to do that?
Didn't I tell you? A crisis. A moment balanced between life and death.
Oh god, they're all gonna die.
That can jumpstart your brain.
Oh, what do you mean?
You haven't figured it out. I mean this.
Dio's knife. No sooner were the words out of my mouth. Phi! I screamed and leapt toward them. Connie was already in motion, the knife diving toward Phi's chest. I was almost there. When I gained consciousness, I was on the floor. There was a dull pain in my chest. Oh. I felt for a cut, but something was in the way. It took me a moment to realize that it was Akane's body lying on top of me. Twisted my neck to look around. Nearby was an old tombstone. On it was written a few words in Latin. Sufir ergo eris. What you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I dead? Or... Oh my god. Oh god. Detective. Who's detective? Whatever. Oh. Connie Caruso, 67-year-old. Connie Caruso, 22-year-old. Wait, what? When was there a Akane 22-year-old? We never got that scene where Phi and Sigma hugged. Oh, that... Oh my god. This was a mind fuck. Like, okay. As, like... Earlier before, it was before... Like, we never saw Sigma's face. That's why there was, like... That's why the mirror in the... That's why, like... Every kind of reflective surface was covered so that we would never figure that out. That was awesome. Shit. I'm trying to think here. Like every single reflective surface besides, you know, the that water there, we would never see our face. Just, and everything, like, oh, wow. Oh my god. This was a fantastic game. Like, this takes, like, my mind is blown to smithereens right now. Okay, so, I was wrong. They had Phi, Alice, and Clover in... Wait, what was that? Phi jumping at Dio with the knife? In her hand? Whatever. But they had Phi, Alice, and Clover in those pods in the third floor. Oh my god. Phi and... Oh god. And another destination has been unlocked. Fuck, dude. Time after time. we're not done yet. There's still something that needs to be done. Headquarters, April 13th. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Alright, guys. Well, before I do that, I think what I'm going to do is I want to test out my theory. If the trophy... I'm going to go to my old save. And if the trophy unlocks... Well, hold on here. Hold on. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 rooms. The one trophy said escape every single room on hard difficulty. If I reload my previous file and get the gold file and get the gold file from all the other ones. Actually, no. If I do the hard mode and I beat it on hard and I get... Actually, I think... Fuck. I already got that trophy, so it won't matter, I don't think. I don't know. Oh, this is just mind-blowing me right now. Like, oh my god. The point is, I think what I'm going to do is before I view this, I'm going to try to see if I can, like, cheat the system type thing. But we're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be a lot, but I'm going to try. If the trophy unlocks for me being that escape room on hard, even though I'm on a different file, but, like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If that happens, then I'll do that one on easy. So, but yeah. Alrighty, so thank you all so much for watching these videos. This is probably going to be split up into 2 videos. Thank you all so much for watching these videos. If you like the videos, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you like about the video, what you didn't like about the video, and let me know what is going through your head right now, because this is just mind-blowing me. Like, oh yeah, I think I said this before. Like, I think I said this during the credits, but I never finished it. When Temioji pulled out the picture of Akane, that flat out just like, he's Junpei. This guy is straight up Junpei. Because who else would have this? But the small hints of like, you know, him saying the thing about Alice and how he knew Clover too. Like, that thing too is like those tiny little hints of like, why is he like that? And then it's like the whole, oh my god, he's Junpei. So... I'm just glad, like, this is fucking me up, but I love this game. This game's so awesome, but, alright. So, it looks like the next episode will probably be the finale. Now, I also want to say this, too. If that trophy doesn't unlock when I do this room on hard on the other file, if the trophy doesn't unlock, then I will go back. Well, first of all, I'll catch up to where I am, but I'll do this on easy. Then I will go back. And what we'll start off first is we're going to get all the ones that I missed. So we're going to get the gold file for this one, gold file for that one, gold file for the garden, I believe was the one I missed too. No, I didn't get... the laboratory. And then these 2 down here, I think. No, I got security. And director's office. Okay. I'm going to get the gold file for all those first. That's going to be the first thing I do, and then we'll go here. And it's probably still going to be the finale, no matter what. But, yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. So yeah. As always, guys, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there too. Alright. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.